Hi there my gorgeous people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl here, Makori. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, and if you've not yet subscribed, do that. So for today's look, it's a simple makeup, like no eyeshadow but still look glamorous, that kind of look. So it's a very simple tutorial, and if you're a beginner, I'll advise you to use the tutorial. And also, if you're a pro, not a beginner, you can use this tutorial. Just, some days whereby you don't want eyeshadow but you still want your makeup to pop. So stay tuned and let's start it. So I'm going to start with my eyebrows. First thing I usually do is because I have a very oily face, I take my banana loose powder, and for this case I'm using a J-Cut banana powder. It looks like that. So I just put a little amount on my hand. Then I take my brush. You can skip this process if you don't have an oily face, and also if you don't find it necessary, just skip it. But if you have an oily face, you do tend to sweat a lot on your eyebrows, let's do this. So I just brush. So next I'm going with my spoolie just to comb my brows. So next I'm going to line my eyebrows, and I'm using a Davis number 3 eye pencil. Make sure your eye pencil is so sharp. Then I just fill in. Then on the beginning of your eyebrows here, comb we're using the eye pencil going up, forming and following those hair structures. Then next I'm going to comb my brows again, and again fill in where I feel like I need to. So next I'm going to line my eyebrows like I want them to pop, and I'm using an LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Pure Beige. So I just put a little on my hand, and then I use a small angled brush. Then I'm using a very small fluffy brush to blend that in. Then next I'm going to line my upper part of my brows, and I'm using LA Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. You can also use the same foundation you're using for your skin tone. Then I'm going to blend again using a small fluffy brush. Then next I'm going to conceal my eyelids, and I'm using LA Pro Concealer in the shade Pure Beige. Use a very small fluffy brush to do this, and just tap in. Don't go rubbing or brushing, just tap in. Or also you can use your finger to do that, you just press in and tap in. Then I'm going to set all that in. I'm going to set that concealer on my eyelids using my finishing face powder, and in this case I'm using LA Pro Face Pressed Powder in the shade Soft Honey. I'm using this powder because it gives it that natural look. Then next I'm going to mascara. Then next I'm going to fix my false lashes. Then next I'm going with a micellar and wipes just to cleanse my face in case any product fell on my face, because at this point I've not done anything. I want to moisturize and do all that. So I'm using the micellar. Then next I'm toning my face, and I'm using Galactomyces Pure Vitamin C Glow Toner. The next I'm going to serum, and I'm using the BioBalance Pore Down Sizer. Next, I'm moisturizing my face, and I'm using Dr. Organic Snail Gel. I love this gel so much. Like, it just makes my face, you know, that soothing effect on the face. It gives me that. And again, when applying these products on your face, give them time. Like, don't put the one immediately after the other. I don't know if you're getting me. Give them time for them to settle in the skin before going to the next product. And for you to know, like, the product is well settled in your face, when you tap it in, you will not feel that stickiness, you know. Next, I'm going to my sunscreen, and I'm using the Centella Green Label and Scented Sunscreen with an SPF 50+. It looks like this. Next, I'm going to primer, and I'm using a Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser Primer. I love this primer so much because it just loves my pores. I have very wide, big pores. They're very open. Let me know in the comment section what you use for your pores and what has worked for you. Next, I'm going to foundation, and I'm using Maybelline Superstay Active Wear. I'm in the shade Caramel. So always shake any liquid foundation. I usually put the foundation on my hand there, and I'm using a small fluffy brush. And again, I'm just pressing in, like I'm not rubbing. Don't do that, just press in. Next, I'm going to conceal my under eyes, and I'm using a Legal Pro Concealer in the shade Pure Beige. I'm also concealing my forehead on the bridge of my nose and my chin. I'm using a small, not that small, but kind of a fluffy, not that fluffy brush. Then next, I'm going to set all the parts that I've used the concealer, and I'm using the Electro Concealer in the shade Soft Honey. I'm just pressing in my powder, the same powder I've used for the concealer. I'm just pressing it in. You can use a looser setting powder for this, but for me, I preferred this face powder, finishing face powder, because it just gives me that natural look. And it's actually also easy to blend in. And then next, I'll go in with a kind of big fluffy brush to just, you know, set the finishing face powder all over my face. Again, I'm just pressing in and tapping in all over my face. I'm tapping in. Don't go brushing and all that, because you want everything to, you know, be intact. Next, I'm going to contour my face. I'm using Elegant Profil's powder in the shade Toffee. I'm just contouring my cheekbones. I'm contouring my forehead as well. Next, I'm contouring my nose, and I'm using a small angled brush to do that. Don't use too much product when contouring your nose. It will give you difficulties blending in, and it will also leave, you know, that harsh line on your nose. Again, when I'm, you know, contouring my nose, I'm blending going outwards, not inside. Like, I'm just pushing the contour outside. By that I mean there's pushing outside. Next, I'm going to blush my face, and I'm using a Pharmacy Tender Blush On number 01. It looks like that. I'm also blushing my nose. Next, I'm going to highlight my face, and I'm using LA Strobe Light Strobing Powder. It looks like that. I'll start with my nose. For this, I'll use my finger. Like, I'll just tap my finger inside the highlighter and using circular motion, and then using the same thing. I've not the same product again. I've not added any product. I just brush on the bridge of my nose. And then I'll do mascara on my down lashes. And then next, I'm going to set all this in using a Legal setting spray. It looks like that. And there we are with that simple, no eyeshadow kind of makeup. How is it? I loved it. I enjoyed doing this look. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this entire look, and if you liked watching this video, give it a thumbs up. It will also help YouTube promote my videos. Thank you so much for watching, and if you've not subscribed to my channel, do that. Bye bye. See you in my next one. Love you all.